Jude Gimme. Jude Gimme.
All right, there we go.
God, my hands itch.
All right, what's up, guys? Oh, we made it to a second episode. We finally did it.
You sure this show's not canceled?
No.
It was almost nearly canceled again.
It was all your fault, though.
So, yeah, it's all B-Trend's fault,
God.
as usual. We were supposed to do it on Saturday, but somebody had to get hung over.
Sorry.
Or what was it? Did you die of the AIDS?
Yeah, it was something like that.
It was the Ebola AIDS.
I would say if I can
Before
deal with a
we get into
hangover,
third
B
strike
train
topic,
can.
Yo. No, but
So this is our fourth, or was it our
Our
post?
fourth.
Our 4th of July show, the post 4th of July show.
I guess. You're just gonna hear me in the background groaning.
It's a good day, you know. But before that, let's talk about what happened in NBA free agency and how much BS that is.
Oh God. No.
Oh, so obviously, the biggest thing that happened is Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, right?
Which is total
soft. He decided to take his talents to the Bay Area.
I don't want to talk about this.
That's why you're back. That's why you're in the back groaning. The groaning, dog.
I wasn't groaning for that reason, but I am now.
Yes. So we've decided not to be a Third Strike podcast anymore. We're going to be an NBA podcast. So
2K16.
So 2K17, Warriors are not allowed to be picked. If you pick them, we're gonna have to fucking square up, bro. Cause that's fucked up. Like, how can you beat that team?
I don't know, bro.
They're gonna put up fucking 2K scores in real life. Every game, they're gonna score 250 points. All right.
It's okay. There's not so many people yet. We're just getting warmed up. We just.
That's fine.
I mean, it'll be on YouTube though, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to go ahead and skip past this first part, that's fine. How's the audio? Is the audio good?
Sounds good to me, and that's what they're hearing, so it should be good.
All right, right on. So, what was it, last Thursday?
I think.
Yeah, it was last Thursday, right? Nika and Mutant had another online shelter, and they ran a few sets this time actually. They ran.
I thought it was
back.
Okay, no, go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
They ran back to basics versus Triton, Mutant versus Shotokan, and then Moods ran a Kumite versus Tits.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, so he ran a first to 10 versus Frankie, and a first to 5 versus Nika, and then another first to 5 versus Mutant. We'll get into that. But before we do, we had a guest that we were gonna have in our original show, but something didn't work out, and he wasn't able to make it. But he is here today. So we have a little intro video that we're gonna play, and I hope you guys enjoy.
I'm feeling on top of the world, boys. I'll take out anybody. I'm repping Canada. I got a whole country behind me, motherfuckers. Fucking free, son. Canada has the best players in the world. Fuck Japan. Fuck America. Y'all are fucking free, son. Let's go. First to 10 me, bitches. Let's fucking go.
That's too good.
Yo, that video is so good.
That video is amazing, sir.
Yo, what's going on, fellas? Yo, glad to have me. Don't mind
Welcome
me,
to
I'm
the
just-
show, Moods.
Oh.
Welcome to the Judgement podcast.
True greatest of
Glad
all
to have you
time.
here.
For sure, yo.
The true greatest.
I'm glad to be here. I'm just bodying this free motherfucker Colin. Just give me a sec. After I'm done, I'll talk more. Hold on.
All right, you're good. You're good. Just so you're aware, Moods, we're gonna talk about the shelter that happened last Thursday.
Yeah, sure.
The first set that we had was Back to Basics from Florida versus Triton or Ryan.
Yeah, Triton got bodied. Fuck.
I don't know where Triton is from. Do you guys know where Triton is from?
Nah.
He is from South Carolina, I want to say.
South Carolina. Oh, okay. So he's
that's-
In
relatively
chat, he can
close.
clarify for me, but I'm pretty sure it's South Carolina.
Relatively close to Florida then. They ran a first to 5 where Basics used Chun and Triton used his patented red can, and it did not go well for Triton. It ended up being 5-0 for Basics, and that can be a tough match because it's Chun, and then Basics has a very
Sporadic,
unique
unique style.
Unique style, to say the least.
yes, it's very unique. He's very offensive. He uses all of the buttons. I'm pretty sure there's never not a moment where he's not hitting a button.
So you're saying he has RNG on his controller, or like he just presses one and like it's all like one of like 12 buttons that can come out.
RNG.
He is the human-
Oh man.
He is the human auto fire. So like every button that he hits, it's just fucking it's on turbo, dude. It's just coming out no matter what.
I just want to know how he gets legs on Wake Up when he's trying to do super.
Well, if you auto fire that shit, I'm sure you can get legs.
He's holding the button and doing motions.
Yo, he's probably the best at escaping stun.
Probably. Dude, yeah, I would wager he's probably the best in the community at getting out of stun.
Better than Nika.
Ooh, wait, hold up. Damn, bro, you can't be me.
Shots already? So early in the show? But
So wait.
all I gotta say about that set is, yeah, Triton wasn't ready for that patented ADHD offense. I mean, that shit can catch a lot of people off guard, man. Like if you're not ready for that, which it'll get all of us every once in a while,
I feel like they both
He's
had
trying to
moments.
change.
I feel like they both had
he's trying to
moments,
change
but
it.
Triton, see, the thing with Triton was he played patient, so he after the first match, he kind of adjusted and was like, oh, okay, this guy's just going ham.
Yeah.
So he played patient, but then towards the end, like, what was winning him the match was his patience, and then he got impatient and tried to go for shit, and that's what got him in trouble. So he ended up losing rounds that he was totally in control of, and it worked against him.
Yeah.
So Basics was able to basically just do what he was gonna do anyway, and ended up taking the set pretty free. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think Triton needs to do next time to make it a little more competitive, or try and take the set?
confirm low forward into super,
Well,
punish
obviously,
legs.
but he also needs to hit more buttons. He just needs to because
Yeah.
Basics doesn't do like parry buffers when he gets into your face.
Yeah.
Like I've been playing him for a long time. All he wants to do is grab you for the most part. When he gets close, he's gonna be going for the grab.
Yeah,
Triton just needs to hit more buttons. That's all he needs to do. Basics just recently learned about like the walk back. He didn't know about that before. He just kind of learned that shit.
the walk
Yeah.
back.
And yeah, he just learned about the walk back, and that's his thing right now, right? You'll see his Chun is doing that a lot.
And he does a
all
lot
Triton
of
needs to do is
Hazanshu
just
too.
He just needs to hit some buttons. Basic is not gonna walk back and then parry low. All
Yeah.
Triton needs to do is literally throw out a fucking low forward and then confirm it.
Yeah.
right? I know he doesn't know how to confirm yet, but he will. And the style that he's working on, you know, he's going to be a good fucking player once he you know, gets better at confirming, because he's patient and he, you know, looks at a situation before just acting ADHD. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a very patient guy, and if he keeps that style up, you know, he's going to get really fucking good for sure once he gets down those confirms. Definitely.
Yeah. I agree.
But having that style when you're, you know, still can't really confirm, it's going to be fucking hard, man. We're going to get dashes in. You need to be able to have good fucking reactions. Triton doesn't have that yet, but he'll get there.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Triton. I see you in the stream, son.
My biggest thing was I'm a big fan of punishes. So if I see something that's punishable and you're not punishing it consistently, then that's something you need to work on. Like Chun sweep,
Yeah.
Hazan shoes, like blatantly obvious looking things especially. Because he definitely could have easily either won the set or at least got, you know, 3 to 4 games from punishes. Because there were some close games.
Yeah, there were rounds and games that Triton definitely should have won, but he gave it away.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I've played a set last night with basics, and he does stop hitting buttons when he realizes that he has the life lead, and he has meters. So what he tends to do is he tends to try and like make you run into his shit. So he'll back up and he'll try and make you run into his shit. When that happens, you have to be patient. I feel like you have to look for your spots even more. Like, you can't just run in like carelessly.
Yeah. You gotta make him come to you a lot.
Yeah. And then especially in Ken versus Chun, right? Like, her low forward outranges yours. Her stand fierce outranges your stand roundhouse. So
yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that Chun can use to keep you
Shit,
out.
boys, I got a phone call. I will be right back. All right, sorry.
Alright.
Hey, how's it going?
So I feel like Triton should definitely be a little more offensive. You know, in the neutral. There's times where basics is just gonna hit buttons, and you need to recognize that.
Yeah.
And either buffer parry or try and counter hit with maybe like Shoryu or low forward or whatever the button is, and build up your meter too, because that is one thing that I don't think I've seen Triton do too much. He tends to just be really patient and not hit any buttons, even like at full screen. You got to build up the meter.
Yeah. We'll
'Cause
do a
that's what
lot of
makes you-
stand there for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
move, and then stand there for a little bit, and then move.
So I mean, even though the set was you know, obviously not close, the matches were closer than the score would tell.
Yeah.
And I would like to see Triton come back and maybe run it back or play another match in the shelter, and just try and you know, try and learn and grow from it, because he definitely he's improved since the first time I've played him, but I feel like the progress has been minimal. Because it doesn't seem like he has much direction.
I agree. I concur.
B-Trend, have you played Triton?
Maybe once or twice, not really like that. Maybe might have been on Ben's stream, but outside of that, probably not.
But you don't remember?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Just
Well, that's fine.
Remember I remember a lot of in Asian combos. That's all I remember.
You just remember bodying him? Is that what you remember?
No, I just remember Ganesian combos. I didn't say that. You know, that's just rude, right?
Oh, okay.
So
Ganesian combos.
I think it might have been Daipon loops and stuff like that. You know.
But nothing too serious, right?
No, not
just
car
the run of the mill bread and butter.
Nah, like I wouldn't hit people with car palms unless it's offline.
You're no Colin.
Right on.
You too.
All right. So the next set we have Mutant playing Elena, which I know how Moods feels about that character. So
Oh, I
let him
fucking
get to
hate that bitch. Sorry, boys.
It's
91-year-old
good.
grandma calls me. I can't ignore that call. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we were just saying we had a Mutant playing Elena versus Shotokan's Yun, and it was I feel like it was a match of attrition. It was who can run away.
You think
Who can run away and who can chase down the best? Because it was
It's just
a
like
lot of running.
It's just like, how the hell is Shotokan supposed to get in with when Elena has those brain dead buttons? Like, I can almost see why that's hard for Yun. Like, Elena's just like sitting there constantly hitting buttons like a fucking ADHD mongoloid. i.e. back to basics, because that's exactly what he does. It's really hard to get on that bitch. It really is. You need to work your way in on that bitch, and it can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
You definitely got to take advantage of the angles, man. I'm telling you, from the matchup
What
perspective,
angles? I mean, coming from Oro's point of view, what I want to do is I would just forward and get one lucky parry. You know what I mean? And then at least once you get a knockdown, I'm not even saying just like the chicken loop, but once you get a knockdown, you can start some shit from there, because her wake up game is kind of weak. I mean, doesn't
Yeah,
really have
she
a lot.
doesn't have a ton of wake up options.
Her offensive pressure
Yun
can
was
get stuff
using
too.
he was using Super 2, which
Brave Dance.
in my opinion, I like that super.
It's her
But
best super.
in that matchup, particularly versus twins in general, I would say Super 1
Yeah.
is probably the better option, because you can catch the dive kicks. You can generally it has more utility for EX meter.
Yeah,
So,
I see that.
Yeah, that's like her only matchup where Super 1 I think is better.
Yeah,
twins.
like otherwise I would use Super 2, but I mean it worked out for him because he ended up taking the set 5-4.
Yeah.
There was a couple things that I noticed, because I mean he's still learning the character and he's still picking it up. There was a couple things that I noticed that he wasn't really utilizing with Elena. For one, anytime Shotokan dive kicked on him and it was like from far distance. Yeah, I didn't see any back roundhouses. Like you can back roundhouse that shit for free.
I was gonna say, doesn't dive
Yeah, that's the thing.
background
Like
house.
as a young,
beat
like
that
you
shit
gotta
easy.
take advantage of those bad angles, like where you gotta be literally right on top of her, like where EXDP is like non-consequential, like when you get there.
Yeah, there's definitely spots where the dive kicks will definitely shut down her options.
Yeah.
But from those outside distances, Elena has a ton of answers. She can do stand stand strong. She can EXDP. She can jump back roundhouse in certain spots. She can back roundhouse. There's different options that she has.
Yeah.
Maybe even like neutral jump fierce, like because it has like a wide hitbox, kind of like Chun-Li's neutral jump roundhouse.
Yeah. That's a really good button. She's got a lot of good buttons.
She does have good buttons.
I think maybe his activate spots, like where he chose to activate, were kind of weak. No.
Shotokan's Yun?
And maybe. I'm not sure. Like, it probably was like that.
Well, Shotokan played his same style. Like, Shotokan is...
So, like, it's always jab shoulder into activate?
I feel like his style of Yun doesn't change no matter the matchup. Like, he plays the same style of Yun no matter who he's playing or what character he's playing against.
Yeah.
He's just...
Yeah, the only thing that changes is his Ganesh and Enders. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is the same.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's just like lack of knowledge or too lazy to like adapt to the matchup. You know.
I don't even think it's that. I just think that he's comfortable in his routine, and it works for him. So he sticks with it because that's what he knows. Right? Like
He's a good player. He knows what's going on, man. Like he's not. He knows what he's doing.
That's not to say it's not bad.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Like
it was 4-5, so he was like one game away from taking it.
Exactly.
I feel like
yeah, so I mean, the only like what are Yun's? Let's ask B-Tran. What are Yun's options to get in on Elena other than dive kick?
Dive kick? I mean, you just walk. You can just use your walk speed. You know, she doesn't have real lows. You can walk forward, walk back, no real consequence.
Just like jump in, like walking in and out of.
Like even using better. Yeah, like walking in and out. You know.
Yeah, but Colin's footsies are fucking shit though. So like he doesn't know how to fucking. He doesn't know how to do that.
Footsies. I'm like saying you just use the like buttons, like just long range buttons. You don't need to space it well because like Elena's punishes, like her super is not that fast.
So what, like stand fierce, stand roundhouse?
Yeah, like stuff like that probably.
and a lot of her grounded normals you can stuff.
With Elena, or are you talking about Yun situation?
I'm saying Yun can stuff Elena's ground normals.
Yeah, like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, really, her only normal in grounded in the mid range is like low strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can literally just walk back and forth, and you're not gonna get hit low ever unless she slides, and that's risky.
Yeah, and slide is hella punishable.
Yeah.
So that's not really something that you should be using too much.
Well, what can Yun do? What can Yun do to that really though?
You just
on slide?
To slide, low forward dash punch.
Low forward dash punch, low forward activate into a combo.
Can he do? Oh no shit! Can he do like low forward into like shoulder activate? Is that a thing? I don't fucking.
That's a thing, but
I think it's super range.
I don't think that's gonna
specific,
combo.
It's not a combo.
It won't
Yeah.
combo.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it doesn't matter
don't know.
because if you do it from that range, you can still continue the combo after low forward activate. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't you do that?
What's a big thing I don't see a lot of people do against Elena, because I have some offline Elena matchup experience. Like a big thing is whenever she's in your face pressuring you, as long as you can tech the throws or expect when the throws are coming, you can stuff pretty much any offensive thing she does. You can stuff her overhead really easily. You can get full combos off of it. So
Oh, and
her offense
like,
isn't that real.
in Collins' defense, I heard that shit was getting like that was hella Pringles, bro. Like I heard that shit was free. Like there was nothing. I heard that he couldn't block an overhead for his like even if his mother's life depended on it. It was bad.
So
Like you
okay,
can sit there and mash crouch strong if she's just doing overhead bullshit to you.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
like,
like
even then you could just block it too, but like, apparently he couldn't do
the
anything.
thing about the
Yeah.
overheads though is like when you're playing online, dude, it's hard to see the startup, right? Because all of her shit looks like it's fucking it's gonna go to the overhead. So sometimes she'll do the low shit, sometimes she'll go for carrot throw, sometimes it's back roundhouse, and it all looks like the overhead special because of the way that it starts up and the online factor.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he was getting hit by that shit.
Probably.
I can agree with that to a point, but that overhead, man, it's got some startup. You know?
Oh, it has mad startup. Did you guys know
Yeah.
that you can stuff her out of it with like a low? Like before it hits you,
Yeah.
you can do like a low forward or a low short or something, and she'll land on it before her.
So it's like
kicks
kind of like
hit.
it's kind of like a weird trip guard thing. It's like a bad.
Yeah,
jump
it's almost like you can trip guard it.
Yeah.
But it's obviously risky because if she lands it, then she can go into super.
I'm
She
pretty
has
sure
meter.
Nika has a video on it. I want to say that I've seen a while back.
Check out our YouTube channel, YouTube/SF3LP, whatever it is.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure that's all it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that in general, like that matchup, I feel like it can go either way. I feel like as Elena, and Moose is gonna agree with me here. If you just go ham and you just fucking dominate
Hit
the
buttons.
matchup, yeah. If you
Just
dominate
hit
the
buttons,
matchup with
Fucking
bullshit,
mongoloid.
yeah. If
just
you dominate
brain
the
off and
matchup
do
with
shit.
bullshit, then it's rough for Yun, dude. Because Yun is just the idea is you want to frustrate the other player. Like that's how Elena wins, I think.
Yeah.
Elena just frustrates the other player.
Also, I feel like before I cut you off again, like when you use Ganasian, I feel like you should whiff punish a lot of Elena's buttons with like a shoulder, you know, get the launcher up, you know, because I like doing that offline. Like if you see a button whiff, like say if you do like some people like to do a bad background house, for example, you can just shoulder that
Strong shoulder.
Ganasian, like in Ganasian, and just like bring him to the corner and do like a nice amount of damage.
Nope. Move it.
Maybe. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the other thing too is if you're just eating throws, right? Like if the only time that you really have to worry about throws are like when you're in the corner, right? Because then it's like, okay, I'm in background house range and I'm also in carrot throw range, and they can also like beta throw with like a low meaty or maybe universal overhead or something like that, or they can just like a delay in overhead and catch you out of the air and then reset you and then 50-50 situation. So it really is like mid screen. I feel like she doesn't really have anything mid screen. Like all of her shit is just to put you in the corner and then put you in the mix up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say like the idea is kind of like Oro. Like my whole goal is to annoy you into running into my shit, and then once you run into my shit, then you're at my mercy.
Yeah.
Well,
How did I know
think
that was
just
coming?
now that you bring up my homeboy, it's like you wanna talk like Oral. You know, it's like I think Oral kind of destroys that matchup. I mean, look, I read once somewhere that like all of Elena's like normals like stuff out Oral's normals. So that's bullshit. Obviously, that background house is always a problem. It's gonna be a problem no matter what fucking character.
Yeah, it's our best normal.
Like,
That
it's
annoys
not
the living
hard
hell
for
out of me as
Oral.
usual.
It's not hard for Oral to get in there. If you want to compare the Oral Elena to Yun Elena, it's different because Oral can just dash in there, get a lucky parry, bam, win the round. But Yun's dash is fucking ass. So like he can't really dash in there. He's got to work his way in.
Well, yeah, his forward dash, his back dash is godlike. It puts you.
Yeah, well, of course.
Screen.
Of course.
Yeah.
In a sense, yeah, his back dash is godlike, but his forward dash is god awful, right?
Yeah,
And he's
As
really
hell
got to
started
work
up
it.
a lot.
Yeah, he's got to work his way in there. So Oro has that advantage in a sense. If you want to talk Oro versus Elena,
But it doesn't really matter for him though because he has good walk speed. Like his walk speed
Good
makes
walk
up.
speed, and he has really nice whip punishing. Even though it's not a lot of damage, it definitely like you can catch a lot of stuff.
that's
Yeah.
true. But I mean, that walk speed doesn't make up for not having the equivalent to a fucking Shoto dash. I mean, you dash in, you get one lucky parry. And then, especially with a character like Oro, the amount of stuff that you can get off of that with screen positioning, that's GG. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the party starter, right?
it is the party starter, man, especially when you're close like that. And I'm sure Elena players, buttons when you dash at them. And,
So,
they,
yeah, I was gonna say. So speaking of Oro moods,
Mhm.
the way that they closed out the shelter was they decided you were gonna play Frankie versus versus Frankie in first to 10. And
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, it did not go well for Frankie.
No, it was
used-
10-2.
Yeah, he
It
used
wa-
Dudley, and the match was 10-2. You used your Oro, of course.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that matchup? What did you feel like he was doing wrong? What do you feel like you were doing right? Just break it down for us.
I'll give my input. The win to me don't mean shit.
Yeah, it's
Frankie's
online.
Frankie's Ken is what I want to beat, not his Dudley. His
Okay.
Dudley is okay. His Dudley's pretty good, but that matchup is heavily, in my opinion, in Oro's favor. I even feel like Yuki would agree. Me and Yuki for the past couple days have been playing Oro Dudley, and we both agree it's really really hard for Dudley. Like Oro is just so short, and it sucks to admit that just because based on a character's size that it makes it hard for another character to fight him. But
So
that's all it takes.
what you're telling me is size matters.
Size definitely fucking matters. Yeah, that pin dick, son, definitely matters, right? So being as small as fucking Oro will give you a little bit of advantage. Mine's still not as small as fucking Chun-Li when she's crouching, but that's besides the point. It's really hard for Dudley. I mean, he's gotta watch what buttons he hits, and the unblockable on him is so easy, as you guys seen. And
Yeah,
Dudley's-
basically the goal as Dudley is to never get put in that situation, and if you are, then you're pretty much fucked because there's like a million ways that he can land the unblockable on you. He can not do an unblockable. He can do a fake unblockable. He can do a trip guard. He can do a true unblockable. He can change the timing of the unblockable because you just have hella time to get it on Dudley, right?
Yeah, you do have a lot of time. I mean, this is going a little in depth with Oro, which a lot of people probably don't know or give a fuck to know. But every time that you're about to hit the unblockable on Dudley, you never hits twice. So for all you, how many people are watching this shit? For all you 7 people that fucking want to know anything about Oro, when you're playing Dudley, Yagyu always hits Dudley once, almost 100% of the time, no matter what. So that gives you the most time to like change your spacing and change your jumps and all that to make it so that the unblockable is going to work. The only Yagyu that hits Dudley twice with a chance, which has to do with the height that you cancel the fucking the close medium punch at, it is the Fierce Yagyu. Sometimes the Fierce Yagyu hits twice, and that doesn't deny you your unblockable. You still get that shit. It's just so easy. Dudley can't really get out of it. There's really no way for him to, unless like he does some crazy shenanigans with corkscrew blow, which Yuki was doing when I was playing him. But other than that, there's really no way to get out of him. I mean, Oro can keep Dudley out really easily because Oro's pokes are very how do you say, they're very horizontal, like standing roundhouse, standing medium kick.
Yeah.
Dudley's not a small character. Dudley's big.
Yeah.
Dudley's one of the bigger characters in the game, and Oro can just keep him out. And that's exactly what I did to Frankie. And then when he did get me, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So from the Dudley perspective, because I played that match quite a bit, and I feel like from the Dudley perspective, the only really things you can do are to parry your way in, or to like hope you counter hit one like a Oro stand medium kick or stand strong, with your standing roundhouse, and then go into EX machine gun blow. Because I feel like trying to duck, trying to look for the fireballs and trying to duck under them, it really isn't gonna get you too much. Because for one, you waste the meter, and I really don't feel like that's probably the best way to do it unless it gets you the round. But other than like stand roundhouse, your best bet really is just to try and fucking jump your way in. And when you do that, you're kind of at Oro's mercy because he has so many things he can do to you. He can like jump underneath you. Dash underneath you. He can stand strong. He can go air to air. He can air throw you. He can do uppercut. He can do trip guard. He can fireball you. So you're really at his mercy when you jump, and you kind of have to be prepared for all of it. And it really, like, pairing it just kind of comes down to like being able to read your players' tendencies and being able to like kind of predict what's gonna happen, because it really is just a guessing situation if the Oro knows what he's doing.
Get good, homie.
Yeah, I agree with that to a point. When I play Yuki's Dudley, Yuki has, you know, top level reactions. Anytime
Yeah.
I throw a fireball, he's gonna, you know, ducking into super or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know Dudley.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anytime I throw a fireball, regardless of what fireball it is, fierce, medium punch, light punch, EX, it doesn't fucking matter. You know, 85% of the fucking time he's gonna ducking into super. So I think that it is worth it to do that, because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you can quick recovery from a corkscrew blow. You can't stand up really quick.
No,
You're
yeah,
on the
yeah,
ground.
Super.
And that gives Dudley, first off, I mean, that gets you closer to the corner, which is what Dudley wants, especially against a mobile, you know, runaway pussy character like Oro. He wants you in the corner and he wants to keep you there, and fucking, you know, that achieves that. But I also agree with you when you say, yeah, you gotta just look for that lucky parry, man. I mean, when you're playing footsies against each other, like Oro versus Dudley, playing footsies against each other, yeah, I think that's the best thing that the Dudley can do is just, you know, absolutely buffer the most forward parries that he can, and just hope to God that he's gonna hit that one. And you know, not only that, but like reading your opponent too. You hit that one fucking forward parry, and bam, you get that machine gun blow, because at the range, you're only going to be standing. You're not going to be crouching, so you
Yeah.
know machine gun blow is going to land, and then you get all that shit from that. I mean, like, you know, you're good to go. I mean, Dudley, he can do it, but
It's
he's
winnable,
gotta
right?
work.
It's winnable, but you can't get put in the unblockable situation. That's what I feel.
Yeah, don't let yourself get put in that. You really got to be, and like, I'm sure Yuki would agree. It's like you, and of course Frankie, you got to be careful when you're throwing that rose. You know what I mean? Sometimes
Oh,
it's
yeah,
better
yeah.
to just, sometimes it's better to just not throw a move, because if I guess right, GG. Because I'm not gonna fuck up that unblockable. Not with this fucking CRT. No way in hell. So
So towards the end, it seemed like Frankie was adjusting a little bit more, and it might have been a little bit too much too late, but it felt like he was getting a grasp on it. But there was still, I feel like it was just maybe a lack of patience, because it seemed like he was trying to go in really hard on you.
well,
And,
I'll say for Frankie, we played the next day. I think it was literally the next morning, and he was fucking me up, man. I mean, I'm talking like a 60-40 ratio in his favor. Like he adjusted so well, and you probably seen in the chat. I said, "Oh, Frankie fucking me up with that dud, son." Like he was just I don't know what the fuck he did, man.
he
But
probably went
just
to the
was-
lab, watched the rematch, and was like, "All right, I know what I need to do." And figured it out.
Maybe, but I don't know if Frankie's like that. I don't know Frankie like that, but I could only imagine Frankie just kind of winged it, and you know, it worked for him, and he was fucking me up, and you know, I'm too stupid to even tell you what the fuck he was doing. Like, I don't even, he was just he changed something up, and it was fucking me up.
Well,
I wasn't able to.
maybe you guys can run it back in a future shelter. But
Oh hell yeah!
but moving on, after that, Nika and Mutant decided, you know what, we want to turn two. So
Oh yeah.
so Nika ran his Akuma versus you, and ended up taking that set 5-4, which was pretty close. And you switched supers. You did Tengu Stones, right?
I was doing Tegra Stones all the time, and I got a correction, because I can't get the scores wrong, son. It was 5-3.
Oh, it was 5-3. Okay.
It was 5-3 Lloyd. Yeah, Lloyd fucked me up 5-3, not 5-4. At least I'm almost sure. I'm almost 100% sure. Well, I mean, that's Lloyd. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter what character he's playing. You know, it's gonna. Akuma has a lot of advantages versus Oro, because, well, first off, I can't use unblockables. Maybe I could, but I'm not going to, because I'm not stupid. I'm gonna go for that, you know, guaranteed damage, and then even at that, the only guaranteed damage I have is the EX juggle. Tengu. You know, if I get him in just regular Tengu stones on the ground, he still has the option to fucking teleport out of that shit, which he did a couple of times in those matches, and that annoys the fuck out of me. And as far as like buttons versus buttons, I gotta say, I think that Oro has the advantage from far. But of course, once fucking Goki gets close to you, you gotta watch out for crouch and short and Kara grab. I mean, his Kara grab is strong. I mean, he is. You know, it's the same sense as like, you know, Elena and Chun Li. Like when they're at that range, whether
There's
you
so
know
much
it
to
or
look
not.
out for.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much to look out for, and whether you're aware of it or not, subconsciously, you're gonna do something that is in reaction to that, you know, knowledge, how to, so to say, you know what I mean? It's like you know that they're at that range and you know what they can do, they are going to do. You're gonna do something to fucking counter it, and it doesn't always work out that way.
Yeah,
I
sometimes
mean,
it's a guess, right? Sometimes
yeah,
you just,
it's that's exactly what it is a guess. I mean, you know, when Chun Li's at that range with her Kara grab, in the same range as he's at with all of her other shit, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a fucking guess. That's why she's top tier, because she makes you guess.
So
I
playing
mean,
Lloyd's Akuma, what would you say was the thing that you were losing to? Like the one thing that you could pick out from the set, you're like, yeah, he fucked me up with that.
oh fuck, I
Was a wake up teleport. Be honest.
I mean, if that's what it was, then that's what it is, you know.
no, that teleport played a part, but that's not why I lost. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. If there's anything I can say, it's that Lloyd is not stupid. He doesn't play like an average online Koki, obviously
So
not.
what
I
you're
mean,
telling me is that are you comparing him to a certain individual that lacks some level of intelligence?
who
That...
is this individual you speak of,
Who
Vessel?
could that individual be? Trent?
No, I'm just questioning.
What
You know.
I mean is that what I mean is that Lloyd
He's not
never.
as dumb as.
I think Lloyd only came to maybe once or twice, and I punished it, you know, both times, and he never did it again. I mean, he just played Akuma so solid. He played footsies with me, and he confirmed every goddamn opportunity that he had. I couldn't do fuck all about it. I mean, that's Lloyd. I mean, that is arguably the best fucking player in America. I mean, what do you expect? You don't expect anything less from it. I mean, his Akuma is fucking hard to beat. It is. It's top. It's one of the best Akumas in America or north, this side of the fucking planet, for Christ's sakes. I mean, you know, how the fuck are you gonna deal with that shit? Like, it's really good.
Yeah,
That
finally started
motherfucker
taking
hits a
rounds
crouch.
as Yuri, and I started getting all giddy and shit. That shit is
Yeah,
hard.
well, of course you do. Of course you do, because that's a hard ass matchup for Yuri. Like, he's gonna hit every confirm that he gets the opportunity to. He's not gonna miss that shit.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to, you know, judge when to hit a button or when to block when he's right in front of your fucking face in Kara grab range, because it just so happens that Goki's Kara grab is one of the best in the game.
Yeah, of course.
That's what makes him one of the strongest characters in the game, in my opinion.
And then on the flip
And,
side, right? Like if Oro lands like the full combo,
Of course.
with, X Tengu,
of course.
and then it's like it's pretty much GG because you get like almost 60% plus stun, right?
Ah, fuck. More like 75% on Goki, but
Yeah,
you know, it is a lot of percent, but that doesn't matter with Lloyd. Lloyd is gonna read my setup afterwards. He's gonna read it, and he's either gonna parry it or he's either gonna do. You know, it doesn't matter with that guy. He's so much higher level than I am that it's hard for me to try and keep up with his shit.
So
It
was there
really is.
anything that you took away from that set that you learned that maybe you didn't know before?
I was kind of drunk when I played that set. So there wasn't a lot that I learned other than how beast Lloyd's Goki is. But I just, you know, good Akumas, smart Akumas, are not to be fucked with. That's one of the things I learned.
Mm.
You know, Akuma is not
He's
by
a dangerous
American.
character. He's a dangerous character.
He's a dangerous as fuck character. You know, Akuma by American standards is not high tier, but I mean, let's be real. With that amount of fucking options, Akuma is high tier as fuck. And in a person like Lloyd's hands, like that character is gonna be really, really good. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
All
Hard
right.
to deal with.
So going
go
from going from that character to another character that you really love,
Uh,
you played Mutant, and that set
Yeah.
was not nearly as close. That set was
Yeah.
5-1. He played Urian, and I'm kind of interested to hear what you have to say about the Urian Oro matchup, because I feel like that matchup is pretty even.
I
You
cry a
know,
single tear every time somebody loses to Mutant Urian.
contrary to your beliefs, you probably would expect me to talk a lot of shit here. That's not the case, though. Mutant as a player is very unique in the sense that his defense and his patience are so good.
Yeah.
I mean, he will just stand in front of you and just stand there and not do a goddamn thing and just wait for like a second or two, and then he'll come in and grab you. Bam. You'll never fucking see it coming. You'll never expect it. He plays Urian like he plays Necro. Like literally the same fucking thing. When he gets a knockdown, he just waits out of range. Out of any range. And like he's the guy that if you try to go for like low forward or low jab, or not not low forward in particular, but if you try to go for like low short or low jab on your wake up, that's just gonna get parried. And then you're dead. Especially against Urian. Like he doesn't have the unblockable combos that, you know, Nick has on Mega Urian. He doesn't. But what he does have is like really, really immaculate footsies. And
Yeah.
I cannot deal with Urian footsies. Like I just can't do it. Not with Oro. Not with any fucking character. Not versus Mutant.
You don't think your Ibuki could
No. No, I'm not a lot. No, not a lot. He'd still win more. My Ibuki versus this Urian, that'd be like a 60 versus 40% ratio. Like he would still win more. He's just so his defense is so good. I can't take that away from him.
I'm calling it 10-6 moons.
What do you feel about that matchup, Nick? What do you feel? Is the matchup in Urian's favor? Is it neutral? Is it in Oro's favor?
Let's see. If the Oro is jump happy, it goes heavily in Urian's favor. But I would say it's almost even. It's probably a little more in Urian's favor just because of like mid-range footsies.
I agree.
Because the big thing is you can't get big combos on Oro, not really, unless you want to spend a lot of bar, or unless you land an air fireball. But I mean, anybody good's gonna parry it 90% of the time, so you gotta trap them. His mid-range footsies, I think Urian wins. Up close, it's probably even. Far away, it's about even. Pretty much from far away, I feel like Urian and Oro are almost the same character at full screen. We're doing pretty much the same thing most of the time. Either building meter, throwing fireballs out, trying to catch you, trap you into stuff. They're very similar characters.
Oro has to, in my opinion, and you know, a lot of people don't, you know, Oro is broken as fuck, right? I'm not trying to make my character out to seem like he's hard to play. That's not the case. He's not hard to play. All you need to do is have character knowledge. But Oro, a lot of people forget that Oro has to get close in order to hit that close medium punch.
Yeah.
And that's not easy against a lot of characters. Urian is one of those fucking characters. Urian is not easy to get close to without him, you know, hitting buttons or doing random YOLO tackles, fucking doing what the hell he does. You know what I mean? And you know, Mutant knows how to abuse that the most. I mean, I can't just dash into Mutant and get a lucky fucking parry. Like he doesn't let me. He does not let me get that unblockable. But yet all he has to do is get me close to the corner and then bam, Aegis, and then I'm fucked. And yeah, I mean, you can try to say the same thing about Yagyu, but Yagyu's fucking startup is atrocious compared to Aegis.
Yeah, you can hit him
it's
out
bad.
pretty late.
Yeah.
You have to be
I
completely
mean,
out of range.
I have to be full screen, mid screen, in order to get a you know, a valid Yagyu setup where I'm actually benefiting from the damn thing rather than just getting chipped. Jurian, on the other hand, I mean, he can random tackle into Aegis and then bam, he's got you in the setup, and then he goes for his 50-50. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the case with Oro. Oro has to be either full screen or mid screen, and that gives Urian or any character a chance to escape. Yagyu, Yagyu is not even comparable to Aegis corner wise.
Yeah.
Of course, it's broken as fuck mid screen unblockables. Of course it is, but that's where it excels. I mean, Yagyu in the corner is pretty shit when you think about it. You got that one reset, but that also requires an EX Sun Disk.
So do you
follow
think?
up, too.
So do you think that Tengu might be a better option in that
Yeah,
matchup?
I do actually, and I'll go as far as to say this. I didn't want to say players because it's technology that I didn't want you motherfuckers to know. But when I was playing your Yuki's Urian today, this motherfucker, I got him in the unblockable, and when I did the unblockable and he was on his wake up, he did headbutt, son, and that put him airborne, and that completely negated my unblockable.
Airborne
Like,
on
it
first
just-
frame, yeah. Jab headbutt.
Yep. Yep. Completely negated my unblockable. So, as far as I see, yeah, Yagyu is not an option for Assyrian.
Stolen.
Yeah,
Pretty.
that's
pretty
that.
sick.
That's that Yuki technology, son. What? You know, it's bullshit when you know you have to be forced to use a different super against a fucking character, you know, just because of something stupid like that. But hey, that's legit,
Yeah.
you know.
That's that make you
Let's
feel
imagine
dumb you didn't
it-
think about it thing.
Well, I mean, of course I didn't think about it. Nobody else fucking does it except for Yuki Spencer, one of the best fucking players in America. I mean, fuck.
Oh, I'm doing
It
it
is
now.
what it is.
Right on. So overall, how do you feel you did against New York? Were they as good as you expected? Were they better than you expected, or just about like what how did you walk away from that kumite?
Frankie was free. I didn't like that because I know Frankie's a lot better than me, but he didn't play as Ken, so that doesn't mean shit to me. Lloyd is Lloyd. Lloyd's for the most part gonna beat me with any character he plays. And Mutant's like the wild card, son. Nobody thinks that Mutant is as good as he is. I feel like Mutant doesn't get enough respect. Like, Mutant is like a runner-up for, you know, one of the best players in America, and I'm being completely fucking serious. I really am. I mean, like, Mutant is so good. Like, that motherfucker doesn't get enough respect, and I think that's just because he's a nice guy and he doesn't have an ego. You take that
agree.
motherfucker. You take that motherfucker.
I wonder if certain players would disagree with that, B-Trend.
I don't know.
Couldn't think of anybody at the moment, but
No.
I'm pretty sure there's one or two.
No,
but
that's-
anyway,
Well,
yeah,
I know
think
Nick
that's
would
your
disagree,
department. I think that's
but
your
Nick's-
department. That's not me.
Nick is on drugs if he thinks that your Mutant's Urian ain't good, bro. I mean, that Urian is fucking beast, and it's beast in a different way, beast in a unique way, beast in a way that actually, you know, uses your fucking brain and doesn't just rely on you know,
I'm waiting.
ridiculous execution, right? Because the shit that you do requires ridiculous execution. I agree with that, but I mean, you don't play footsies. You don't fucking have like immaculate defense like fucking Mutant does. If you had that shit, you'd be RX. I mean, I think that's the trick to being a really, really good Urian is to have a balance between both of those things.
Oh, it's
so
definitely.
Mutant plus Nick equals RX.
Yeah,
Ooh.
definitely, easily.
We gotta find a way. We gotta find a way to fuse their Urians.
Well,
So we can
if
have American
I am
Urians.
lucky enough to somehow find the money to go to TFC, I'm pretty sure me and Mutant are going to play a set. So
He's
Sick,
gonna
sick.
fuck you up, son.
I promise he won't offline.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll be interested in seeing that. But so overall, I think the shelter was actually way better this time than it was last time.
No
it was
shit.
It was more competitive, and for one, even though I don't really like the character Oro, there's almost no videos of Oro playing. So it's like I enjoy watching the character that like I hardly ever see. The other thing I was gonna say about it was you already have a set matchup for next shelter, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Colin.
And is that gonna be
Ooh.
first to 5 or first to 10?
I want it to be first to 10. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so what are your predictions?
My predictions?
Yeah.
Um,
How do you think the score is gonna go?
if I play Oral,
10-4 moods. I already called it.
10-4?
no, Colin's
10-4
good.
moods.
Don't take that away from him.
No, 10-4 moods.
No.
Call
I'll
me
say
on.
I'll say I'll say 10-8. I think he'll get close.
I'll
10-4
split the
moods.
difference and go
10-8
10-6.
Moods.
Colin is pretty hard to beat. I mean, I know that he has his stubborn style, but he's pretty hard to beat. I mean, taking away the fact that his character is one of the most broken ass characters in any fighting game ever. It doesn't take away the skill that he has. I mean, like, you need to have skill to play an Asian like Colin does. You know what I mean? And I don't disrespect that. I might give Colin a hard time in the chat, but I respect that shit. I do. As far as predictions is, I think he'd beat my Oral. Maybe. But that's for Colin to have to decide. And I know Colin's listening right now. Colin, you got 3 characters to prepare for. Prepare for them all because you never know who I'm going to play. You've never played my fucking Ibuki, so, I mean, have fun with that if I pick her. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? You know what I mean?
You're gonna need
As far as
new enders.
well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, that Colin, he's not preparing for the matchup. He's just preparing for enders. You know what I mean? Like, that's it.
And you can literally
That's
just
it.
do lazy
And,
boy end here. You can just do lazy stuff, and you'll focus on the neutral more, and you'll win. You
well,
don't need-
that's what Colin is, though. Like, that's what Colin is. He's not playing Yun. He's playing Ganasian. He's not playing a character. He's playing a super.
I can agree with that.
What-
I can agree.
what-
Yeah, I
what-
agree with that.
What the fuck happens if you catch that, catch that character, though, son? I mean, like, that it's done. I mean, it's pussies, they aren't that bad, and his guesses and stuff, they aren't that bad, but I mean, as Yun, you don't have a lot of, room for mistakes. You don't, not with that health, and all the luck to you. I'm pretty confident in Ibuki versus Yun, Colin's Yun anyways, and I'm very fucking confident in Yang versus Yun. But I think overall I'm going to play Oro versus Yun just because Oro is the character that I care about, not Ibuki or Yang.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to play Oro versus Sandybags, but I know that I would have lost that, so that's the reason that I didn't do that. Yeah, I'm trying to main Oro. I'm not out here to prove shit. I'm not out here to, feed my ego. I'm just out here to improve.
Are you sure?
Right on.
I thought that's the whole point that you picked up another character because, like, oh man, Mbuki's too easy, blah blah blah, all that jazz.
Well, that's the thing. I'm fully confident that I would destroy Colin's Yun with my Ibuki. I'm fully confident in that.
I think if you pick Ibuki, you'll probably wreck him because Ibuki can catch Yun
Pretty quickly.
Yeah, pretty quickly, faster than probably Oro can. So I feel like if Colin doesn't play the matchup correctly and still tries to do the runaway build meter Ganasian shit,
it's not
he'll
gonna
get
work.
bodied. Yeah, he'll get bodied.
Yeah.
There's no way that you can play that style against.
No, because you got it's a more keeper at bay. It's more like you stand your ground. And
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
And then you really
if you back up into the corner like the tendency that he has to do, which is back himself into a corner. I feel like he'll be put down pretty fast.
And the thing is, it's like legit exact opposite. You're constantly pushing with the Yun in the Ibuki matchup. You're always trying to put her in the corner. It's like you don't want her to move at all. You want her to stay in one place, and that's how you win.
But I think Colin will surprise us, and I expect a good performance out of him because he usually delivers a pretty good performance on the shelter.
Yeah, Colin's a monster, bro. Don't take away from that skill. But
the set he had versus Kyo was close, and the set he had versus Mutant was close.
Well, the one thing I gotta say about Kyo, that Makoto is fucking free, and it is, and if Kyo wants to try and prove that otherwise,
maybe
that Makoto is free.
I'm sure
I feel like.
I'm sure Kyo will want to have something to say about that.
My Oro would destroy that Makoto. If no ifs, ands, or buts, and Kyo already knows that. He You know what I mean? Though when I played that set versus Kyo, I was still on my fucking 48-inch fucking TV, son. Now I
Yeah.
got the CRT. I'm seeing Third Strike a little bit in a better light.
You're seeing colors that you never seen before.
I'm seeing colors that I've seen colors that I've never seen before. You know, it's a lot easier. It's a
like
lot easier to.
Pleasantville.
He's literally been enlightened. Like it's crazy.
Oh, sick.
I've been
what
enlightened.
I was gonna say, what are some matches that you guys want to see on the next Shelter?
Kyo without
Well-
charity games. Hold that.
Who?
Kyo without charity games.
Ooh, I would like to see that as well.
That would be great.
Well, not
It'll
to be
never
selfish, but I want to fight Keo, and then I want to fight Colin, and then I don't see why we don't have Yuki. You know, they're both on Xbox
I was gonna
Live.
say Yuki is back on Xbox, and maybe we could preview something that could happen at TFC if,
I mean, yeah.
if a
That would
certain
be so
two
sick.
individuals who are considered to be some of the best in the country were to play. I think that would be pretty sick, and I think an online Shelter would be the perfect place to preview it. Now, obviously, it'd be online, so there's lag and there's input delay and shit like that, but I still think it would be sick to see those two guys go at it.
It would be a
I would
great
like
show.
to see. I would like to see Nika versus Yuki. I think that would be hype.
I think that would be the main event easily. I think that
Easily.
if Nick is not going to be a little bitch, he could face Liquid Music.
What?
I think that
Trying to waste my time,
Axel. What do you mean waste your time? I think that wouldn't be free.
bruh.
No way.
I don't know. I would like to see the other match I would like to see is Troy versus Basics, so I could see
Oh,
the
God.
Florida Chunmir.
No.
Because here's the thing. Basics was saying that Troy has never played his Chun against him, and last night while they were playing, Basics was fucking up Troy. He was fucking him up. So
Yeah, I know, but Basics fucked me up last night too. That don't mean shit.
I'm just saying it might be an interesting set, and I would like to see it happen.
So you're telling
I
me
mean-
that you're telling me that the king of today is back to basics.
well, maybe. Well, we don't know. We have to
if
see
that's,
it.
if that's the truth,
Whether
I'm
Back to
fucking-
Basics is listening or not, Back to Basics, you need to
He's here.
slow your game down, son. You need to slow your game
No, but
down
you're telling me,
and
but you're
start
telling
to
me
evaluate the
that's the case.
situation rather than just hitting buttons.
Yeah, but
ADHD.
if,
What?
if that's the case, you're telling my life is complete, bro. I'm done, dude.
So what you're saying, B-Tran, is Basics is American Nuki?
Man, dude, he might be American Ricky Maru, son. I mean,
Oh shit!
Yeah,
No, it's
no,
not even that. It's
actually,
like you almost.
I
you
think Lance might have some words though. I'm just saying.
Oh, we'll see. Well, I mean, that spot is tough to take. So we'll have to have some sort of Chun Kumite. Maybe at
You almost
TFC.
think that this nigga has. You almost think that this nigga has reads, but he doesn't. He just does shit.
I don't know. I think those are part of the reads. You know what I mean?
This ain't reads, motherfucker. Come on.
Have you seen those shows where the character's like super strong and then he reacts to everything instantaneously?
Whatever,
Like,
Bassels. Whatever, Bassels.
I think he's Neo. He sees the code.
so Basics is Saitama.
Yeah, dude, he's Saitama and Neo combined.
One punch.
Hey, Basics wants to get good, and that's all that matters. I'm looking through my friends list now. I
Nick,
would like to see.
Nick, is there anyone that you would like to see play at the Shelter?
Yo, I'd like to see Cabal versus Omega. I think that would be a good fucking match.
I want to see Cameron versus Kenny.
No,
Oh no, you don't want to see that. That'd be a fucking crucifixion.
we gotta go on PSN for that.
Because but I heard Cameron was godlike. You know.
On PSN.
Are you
Hey,
telling me that? Are you
Grimlock, if you're
telling me?
watching this, you're fucking garbage, bro. You fucking suck. Go back to the fucking hole that you call it, son. Alright?
This is why we have
The whole-
Yo, but I
no,
heard he
this
has
is not-
Balletta Infinites.
Balletta Infinite.
Motherfucker, this is Third Strike, man. Suck my fucking micro dick, son.
So
Who
you're
else?
telling me that you should go back to the hole known as Nebraska?
I'm just being realistic. No, I don't think anybody in Nebraska is wrong, but I think that fucking Grimlock is a fucking retarded piece of shit. Doesn't know how to play fucking Third Strike.
It would be interesting. Maybe we gotta work out a way to get Grimlock on Xbox.
Yeah, he's stuck on that PS3 life.
I don't want Grimlock on Xbox. He fucking sucks. That's a waste of time. He'll be down there with.
Oh man,
I would give the man
you
a
gotta
chance
chill
to
out
defend
on the
himself.
hostility here. You know, it's
No, let it
There is no
run.
hostility, bro. There is no hostility.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you know what? Just because I'm saying it like this, I'm being no different than like, you know, a high level player saying that they don't want to play something. They're not good. I don't want to play Grimlock. Grimlock's fucking garbage. If Grimlock is watching this, then you fucking suck, son. You're not good.
Grimlock, we're gonna post this on Junkies, and I want you to respond to if you would be down to play a set against Hardmoods to try and prove yourself, because
Oh,
he thinks
I would fuck it. I would wish
you're
this motherfucker would.
garbage, son.
It
You
would probably
fucking
have to
suck,
be on
Grimlock.
Fightcade or something.
Hey,
That would be the
Grimlock,
only
try
way
to
y'all
do
can
those
get
fucking full screen tossos against Oro, son. How the fuck are you gonna do that against a guy as tall as a fucking dandelion, son?
Man, he's
We'll
got
see,
a
we'll
point.
see.
And also, I think your last achievement was beating who in tournament? Oh, it might be a New York player that never plays Third Strike. Man, what
Was
his
it?
But
name?
that's
What was
that's
his
my
name?
problem though, boys. That's my problem though. I'm only a player, but I feel like I'm part of the fucking community, right? Like you guys all go out to fucking arcades and shit. I'm only online, right?
No,
Like
no,
I've
but I
never.
know that you stay at home a lot, but you know it doesn't change the fact that you
It's
could
not
probably
the
be a lot.
well, the reason I'm staying at home a lot, Bessel's prick, is because I'm not fucking working, right?
I wasn't
It
insinuating
doesn't change the
anything.
fact that I still feel like I'm part of the community, and you know, quite frankly, you know, call me stupid, call me retarded. You know, I think that online a little bit, not a lot,
Hang on,
but
say
a
that
little
again.
bit.
Canadian
I
bacon
said
bit.
I said I think that online means not a lot, but a little bit, right? Like I mean, there's those. You,
You
Let
can
me put it
apply.
this
You can
way.
apply some of the stuff that you learn online,
Let-
offline,
Well, I've only learned everything I've learned online.
and that is
Am
why.
I?
That is why we got to get you out to some tournaments and into some locals, man. Because
Please donate to
once you
Hardmoods
learn
Tournament
the
Fund, ladies and
offline
gentlemen.
part of the game,
TFC.
it's a different world, man. It's a different game, and for one,
I'm sure it's a different world, but I mean, niggas like Big Black, for example, are like, oh, you think you can do that Oro combo? Oh. If anything, that fucking Oro combo is harder online, motherfucker. I mean, like, I'm playing in lag, West Coast lag, and I'm playing in fucking, you know, complete fucking rollback, son. So how
Well,
the
it's-
fuck are you
having
gonna?
a great time right
It's
now.
funny that you bring up. It's funny that you bring up Big Black.
A retired
we're-
veteran, by the way.
We're gonna get to that in a second. In the meantime, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll talk a little bit about some players, some events coming up, and we'll have a listener question. So please stick around, guys.
Hang on, pause before we go. I just wanted to say that my choice for a set for the shelter is totally Low Tier God versus Big Black. Just putting that out there.
Oh my God, that would be godlike.
Remy
Yeah, that
versus
would be
Ken.
sick, but that's unrealistic.
Also, I want to extend right before we go. I want to extend an invitation to Low Tier God to come onto the show, because if he comes onto the show, oh my God, I have a feeling it'll be interesting to say the least.
It
I
would
always
be
thought Literature God was a nice guy. I don't know why you guys, you know, he's a nice dude. A nice guy.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah,
No.
we'll be back, guys.
Pause. Crickets.
Are we going off air? Mutant should be on this one, son.
All right, let us
I
know.
love
Let us know
you.
when we're back, Nick. Are we back?
What's going on, boys?
Jude
My name's
Gimme.
Hardmoods. I'm drunk as fuck.
I'm
Jude
feeling on top of the world, boys. I'll take
Gimme.
out anybody. I'm repping Canada. I got a whole.
Don't know why it still does videos. I can figure that out. He's watching the stream.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're
Hey,
back.
moods. Hey, moods.
You guys playing that shit?
Hey, moods.
I'll definitely play that again before we head out so that people who weren't here can
Oh,
see
play it like 3 times, son.
it.
Yo, moods.
That should be our outro video.
What, Bessel?
Ever heard of the word cognizant before?
Fuck off, Bessel.
I just love that once you learned it, you used it
I'll
so
take
much.
your little Asian dick and stuff it so fucking far up my ass, son. You won't even know where the fuck it is, son. My ass is like a fucking void.
Are we back yet?
We're back.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Sorry about all that.
No, we're not sorry. You needed to hear it
Well,
too.
whatever. Fuck you guys. You got to deal with that shit. The next shit I wanted to talk about, guys. Third Strike is going to be at Evo. It's going to be hosted by Joe Capsule and Capsule Entertainment. He is posted on Third Strike Junkies and the Third Strike forums on Shoryuken. I don't know if you guys know about what's going on there, but essentially, he's gonna run the shit on CRTs again, despite the fact that almost no one wants it to run on CRTs.
I mean,
And he's going to have a $5 entry fee. I don't know if you guys are interested in going to Evo or interested at all in Third Strike at Evo, but
Isn't it like retarded expensive this year too?
it's two different venues too, dude. Like finals is like at a different venue.
Yeah, I just know that I've seen posts about people going to Evo and they're saying how expensive it is and complaining.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But as far as Third Strike as Evo goes, dude, it's like the tournament that they ran the first time on the CRTs, dude. That shit was pretty much ass.
Yeah,
Like
you mean
like I
LCD?
said previously, I stopped watching Evo Third Strike at about 2010.
yeah, it's I don't know if they can get it on CRTs though. Do you think that would help generate interest? Do you think people would be more willing to enter or spend money to go that?
No,
Or is it just like
it's
too
a
niche? Is
it's
it
a
too niche
side
for an event
tournament.
like Evo?
The end. That people might show
Yeah,
up
but
to.
Third Strike is a side tournament pretty much every major.
I mean,
course.
Summer Jam, it's not really. TFC, it's not really.
No, TFC
But,
this year won't.
I mean,
Yeah.
we don't get big tournaments like we used to. Obviously, you know, we're not the big game. That's just not how it works. But at the same time, you're not going to get people to travel out for Third Strike. The good people that travel for Third Strike, you're not going
Yo,
to get them to
that
travel out on for CRT.
What about the people who are already on the West Coast? Like B-Trend, would you go to Evo if it was on CRTs?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know. Might, you know. I mean, like it really depends.
Did you
like,
have?
those-
Well, let me
those-
ask you
because
this.
It depends
You
on
play
who
the
else
other
is going.
fighters, right? So did you have any interest in going to Evo anyway?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, if
But for games, I'm banned of talking about.
For what games would those be? Would those be those Audis games for Audis?
No, games that I've been banned of talking. Like 3D esque kind of fighters, you know.
Lance
Kind
from
of
Alaska.
hush hush taboo.
I was gonna say Lance from Alaska was gonna bring
The
down Super
Odyssey
Guns.
games. I see. You talking about Odyssey
Yes.
games.
Yes.
Ah.
So Lance from Alaska was gonna bring down his Super Guns if the tournament was gonna be on CRTs, but no one could confirm that they're gonna bring CRTs.
Hey,
Lance
fellas.
was like,
Hold on. I'm playing the match, but I need to ask. What the fuck is Super Guns?
okay, so
They're
that's
boards,
basically
pretty
like
much
the
trick
arcade board without the actual arcade machine.
Hook it up.
So
plug in
essentially,
your-
you take out the stuff that makes the game run in the arcade and just play it like on a TV.
Oh, okay.
Technically, if we could do that, like we just get moved to wired USB controller, you can still play on pad.
So that
Yeah.
would be
Technically,
real
yeah.
good with the
Technically.
character like Oro.
But it'd be really weird to set the buttons up. I think.
Yeah, the button config, you'd have to go back like every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so do you think console is fine, Super Gun,
Console's
like
fine.
ideally
Um,
like what
PS2
can he
only.
do to make Third Strike viable at Evo, or could it ever be viable at
Could be
Rent
viable, but
arcade machines.
you gotta steal artists CRTs.
Evo? So we gotta ask the melee kids.
Yeah, we gotta ask the kids. We gotta ask. We gotta
This
steal
is
them.
fucking free.
Sorry, Colin.
Who the fuck is this Lord Flacco?
He's a
Alex
lord.
player.
Shut your fucking shit up and don't play Q against me, you fucking Jumanji.
How should he pick Q?
Why the fuck would this idiot play Q? Go
I
ahead.
don't know. Joe, but Joe Capsule is basically of the position. It's like, look, if you guys want to run CRT, then it's up to you guys to bring the fucking CRTs. 'Cause I don't have any, and I'm gonna bring fucking flat screens, and that's what I'm gonna run it on, and I'm gonna charge $5 per person. So,
Look, I'll give him 15 if he brought CRTs, bro.
so you would give 15 if he brought CRTs,
Yes.
and
But if it was like guaranteed, absolutely friggin' like
guaranteed CRTs are gonna be
like-
there.
Yeah, like by the time if you say like he confirmed by around TFC's like timeline, like okay, we got CRTs.
So like months in
Entries
advance,
is-
like 4 or 5 months in advance.
Yeah.
Fuck is this idiot doing? Yo,
Like,
sorry,
just to get the buzz up, just make sure like players actually want to go and stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, sorry, boys.
I feel
I got
like
that
if I'm
confidence.
traveling to a tournament for Third Strike, I want to play on arcade. If I'm traveling to a tournament for other things and Third Strike happens to be there, I don't give a fuck what it's on. As long as it's not
So it could be on-
Dreamcast.
it could be on flat screens and you don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care. As long as it's not on Dreamcast, we good.
Okay, I could see that. Do you think it would be? Do you think it would be more appealing if someone had confirmed to bring the CRT so that Lance could bring his super guns?
It would
Do you
be
think that would have
much.
made it a more worthwhile event?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely have to go to Evo for like other games too. It wouldn't be just Third Strike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. But so how do we get Joe Capsule to understand that CRTs are like are what's needed for people to want to play? Because if let's
Well,
say
we
he goes
just
this year,
literally all we have to do is show them by attendance if no one's gonna show up and we're gonna blow it up too.
and you can tell him too. Look, that's more money in your pocket, dude. Like it's worth it to you to have this event on what the people are asking for, because that's more money in your pocket. More players are gonna show up, and thus more entry fees. And as you said,
Fucking
instead
free,
of
son.
$5,
Let's go.
you would get like $15, right?
Yeah.
So I like, why is it that people are so hesitant to try and bring the CRTs? What do you think it is about?
They don't know. They just don't know.
They just don't know.
Fucking free.
I think they just don't know. Like,
So that kind of brings me to what you were talking about with us last week. You went to Wednesday night. You went to Wednesday night fights.
I'm
and they were
sitting
gonna
here
have
bored,
there,
son.
Right,
Let's see
B-Train?
that cat, nigga. I got
Somebody
them
mute
skills. Let's go. Bring that shit, motherfucker. You better learn how to confirm, son. I'm sick and tired of playing you fucking. Make me try, son.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker, you make me play fucking Ibuki Oro or Yang, son. Come
Yo,
on,
this
I want
nigga's
to play that shit.
hella drunk,
I'm
dog.
sick and tired of just fucking with you, son. Come on, bring that shit. All right, I'm gonna play Ken. My Ken's ass, but I'm gonna still show you that business.
All right, B-Trend. So you went to Wednesday night fights, right?
yeah, I did.
And they said they were gonna have their strike on CRTs and a stream and all that, right?
Oh, they promised the glitz, the glamour, LA Showtime. You know what we got? We got the 76ers, bro. That's what
Oh
we got.
god, you got Ben Simmons?
We got Ben Simmons, dude.
Oh, this shit again.
So what happened? Like, what exactly happened when you went?
Well, apparently, and this is like some kind of drama between the local scene that they have already established. Like, one player talks a lot. Like, he says he's gonna like promise a lot, but he doesn't really deliver. So that's what, like, when I came over there, me and Sherwin, we went to town and stuff like that.
Let's
But-
let's not mince words. Let's name some folks here, because We need to let people know what's really going on. So who is this dude that was promising the shit?
Let me see. I need to go back to Facebook events. I think some guy
go.
named Andrew.
Let's
And
go,
then
Triton, son.
there's like Joey Zaza was there. I'm pretty sure it was Joey Zaza. I wasn't sure.
The
you
12th
know?
player.
Yeah, but I know for a fact that like there's a guy named Andrew that promised everything. And then it turned out like he couldn't even go because like of like he didn't have a ride. Like that's how they were like extremely unprepared. And me and Sherwin had like a conversation. It was just like dude, these guys suck.
Oh, you
They
got
don't,
Sherwin to show up, right?
yeah, it's because like they said stuff like 2v2 tournament stream, you know like
You're like, oh, so
they
this
even
should
talked
be
about
pretty legit.
yeah, they talked about the tourney rules, the prizes. Like, okay, me and sure we're gonna go. We're gonna take this shit free and we go home.
Yo, this man Triton fucked me up, son.
We're gonna yeah, we were talking about like, hey, we're gonna take this tournament free and we're just gonna go home. And then it turns out it was just casuals on LCD setups that are previously there.
And what console were they running?
Uh, PS3s and like one Xbox. Like, it was disappointment. Like, and the thing is, like on the PS3 setup, they have it where like you can set it to be like widescreen and then like all the screen spacing is all messed up.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, they did
gross,
that
dude.
too. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And like, it's like, dude, we don't care. We, we know that like people like to play like this, but we don't care. It was trash. Like,
Oh,
be
yo,
real.
Triton beat my ass, son. Fuck.
So okay, so let me ask you this: when at the end of the night, after having put up with all that shit and being let down because they couldn't deliver, did you and Sherwin feel like you would ever come back?
No,
So you'll
dead ass.
never go back.
No, not
So
for third strike.
so Third Strike at Wednesday Night Fights is done because of what happened.
I mean, like we gotta make sure this shit is
Oh
known.
god,
Like,
now Yuki's in here.
because we gotta get it known. That's the problem. Like, we gotta let it known, and we gotta have guarantee setups. Like, absolutely guarantee. We can't have someone flaking out. And we're
Just
gonna,
want that little dick, son.
and we can't.
That
Yeah, we gotta have guarantees. We can't have like maybes. Because like I was skeptical at first, but then like now like I feel like this whole event was based on like this might happen. This might happen. Like even to the day of.
Yeah.
just want that little dick, son.
So then basically you're like, fuck this. I'm not even gonna chance it. I'm not going out there anymore. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
no, dude, not worth it. Like Sherwin barely gets to go into local events in general, and like he literally just wasted a day going to Wednesday night fights. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Sherwin's
sucks,
fucking
man.
free. I don't know why the fuck you think that motherfucker would even a challenge. But you know what? I'm just an online whore. But
Okay.
motherfucker is free.
So so that whole experience kind of it gets me back to Third Strike at Evo, because let's say Joe Capsule runs it the way that he intends to run it. Nobody shows up. He kind of seems like he did all that effort for nothing. Nobody signs up. He doesn't get the money that he was looking for. Then it's like,
Well,
well,
we
I don't
don't
want
have
to
it.
do
We
this
don't have a
again.
TO or we don't have a tournament. Like it's like kind of like we lose both.
Yeah, you lose the TO and you lose the game at the event.
venue. Yeah.
And so it's like, then who does it fall on? Does he change his mind? Does he turn sour on it?
Moods Tekken 6 over Tekken 7.
So do you think it would be beneficial overall if he were to just acquiesce, like buy a fucking, even if it's just one CRT, or ask the Melee kids for some CRTs, like just get some CRTs, tell people ahead of time that we're gonna have fucking CRTs, and because you had to invest some money in it, you're gonna up the entry fee, but it's gonna be on CRTs, and so now maybe you'll get higher attendance.
Be
I
smart,
but
vessels.
even then, like a lot of the players, they don't even want to play anything else except arcade. So like, like the standards get so high. Like some people don't even want to play on just like
Yeah, obviously you're gonna have your arcade only people.
Like no, like even like like Azad Arlieth. Like I mean, Arlieth is like whatever because he doesn't really like care about playing because he only plays 5. But Azad's like, dude, I don't want to play that OE shit. Like he told me dead ass. He's like,
yo, but Azad entered that showdown though.
Nobody. He told me he's like, dude, I'm done. I don't want to play on that OE shit anymore.
So he's
like,
done. Yeah, okay.
Like he doesn't want to play on that. Like and there's a lot of players like that, and I can totally like sympathize with them.
I mean, I can see it. I can understand. So that's basically it for Third Strike at Evo. Like I have no real interest in it. I don't really think.
It'd be fun, like if you could get like somehow, because you know how a lot of the big name Japanese players are going, like Haitani.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Like,
that would be the only benefit to it was to get all those guys who are going to be there anyway to come play in it,
yeah, but
and maybe that promotes it to the scene, or maybe
yeah, like I would play them on like on OE CRT for sure.
But it's like overall, I think the game is a little too niche, and I think the people involved in that scene or
Yo, Triton
involved,
thinks he's a big boy. You almost show him why he. Let's go,
or the
Like
people.
motherfucker.
just in tournaments in general or locals in general, you're gonna have some kind of presence. Like you gotta have a big name, like
Well, not
Don.
not
Like
only that, but it's like I just feel like the people who are trying to run shit over there don't really know like how to do it, or they're not listening to people. They're basically like, "Look, I'm gonna run it my way, or you guys are gonna have to fucking deal with
yeah,
it."
my way, the highway. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean
and I feel like that's not really the
that's
way
not.
that you should do it. If you try and force people to do it, then guess what they're gonna do? They're not gonna show up. And if you care at all about the game or care at all about trying to throw a
Yo,
tournament
this
that people
man's
want to go
beating my
to,
ass, son.
then you should listen to the people, man. You should listen to what they want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of
Oh,
the
he
situation.
fucking beat my ass, son.
That's kind of the
Fuck.
situation that we had down here with Showdown. I wanted to run stuff on CRTs. I advertised it on CRTs. Stuff happened, and certain players didn't show up with the setups that they promised. And then we try to make the best of it, so that way we could have a stream. But we did have CRTs on the side, so it wasn't like CRTs weren't there. Period. We just had them off to the
What's I'm
side.
going to
We use
CRTs? Y'all are fucking free.
so let me ask you about this, Moods. Do you really feel that CRTs are a big difference between or a big difference for
Oh,
Third
fucking
Strike?
right. Fucking right. I used to think Keel was good until I got a CRT. Fucking right.
And now you see the
Fuck.
truth.
Fucking right. Now I see the truth. Keel ain't shit. He's fucking free. Y'all are fucking free.
Canada, man.
It goes for me, son.
Canada has the best players too. Is that what you're telling me?
Whatever. You can say what you want about Canada. I mean, all we have is Rowan and fucking Ian and that Act guy. I don't even know who the fuck he is, but
Isn't Kyokuji also from Canada? I think Kyokuji's from Canada too.
I don't know. I
you
think
also-
probably.
I don't think he's ever played.
Johnny Z's from Canada too. He's got a pretty decent Makoto.
I gotta be honest, man. I gotta be honest. The best player from Canada is me. I gotta be honest.
Ooh.
Who the fuck's better than I am? I mean, I body Rowan. I body Ian. I've never played this Act guy. You know, like I gotta be honest. You know.
So you're the best in your country.
Well, it seems that way, and I'm only gonna keep getting better. You know what I mean? You guys better watch out.
So Canada. Oh, what about Carson? I forgot about. How could we forget about Carson?
Carson's free.
Carson's free?
Carson's free. Carson's not bad, but
Canada.
just because you play top tier, don't make you a good player, son.
Canada.
You know?
According to outside sources, Carson is supposedly the best mood. So you're gonna have to hold that shit until proven.
Carson's okay, but I don't think he's better than I am.
So this is the challenge that I'm issuing to Canada
outside
now.
sources claim otherwise, man.
I mean, Carson did pretty well at
Canada,
co-op.
you gotta get Moods. You gotta get Moods out to a local event so you can show him what's what, because he thinks he's better than all you guys.
I really do. I think that I'm the best in Canada right now. I can't imagine anybody better than I am. I really when I pull out that Oro, and if you gonna beat my Oro by some fucking chance, I'm gonna just pull out that Ibuki, son. I can't imagine anybody better than that. Can't. I mean,
Right on.
oh no, definitely not. I mean, Midship's not good enough. I mean, Midship is the only chance just because he's a Chun-Li player, and he's not. He's not good enough. I mean, he's just not.
So speaking of players, I kind of want to talk about maybe each of our favorite and least favorite players.
Oh,
And this
fuck.
This is something I don't want to go too deep on because we can get lost in this shit for a while. But
Yeah.
as far as favorite players go, who are your like top 3 favorites? And I'll start off with Nick. Let's go with Nick.
Start off with me.
Yes.
I'm
Who are
like the
your
only
top
one
3?
without a legit list.
Well, then fucking pick some. Like just pick some players.
So favorites?
Obviously, RX. RX is gonna be on your list. 'cause
Yeah,
you suck
RX
his
is
dick
number
forever.
1. The end. Duh.
What a fucking generic motherfucker.
Bruh. It's RX. Anyway.
Would you have his babies if you were a female?
Wow, a lot of thinking about this. This is some gay shit, bro. And wow, man.
No comment.
I just want to know the level of fandom that you have for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's still a human being. I'm not that guy that's at tournaments that's like, oh my god, it's Justin. Oh my god, it's blah blah. Oh my god, oh my god. No,
No,
fuck
no,
that.
I
I'll
would
say what's
worship-
up and then be
I-
on.
I'd worship Justin. I think he's God.
So, B-Trend, you
I'd
would have
worship-
Justin's babies?
I don't fanboy
No, I
out
would
like
wor-
that.
No, I didn't say that.
So
I
who
said
else is
I'd
on that
worship
list,
him.
Nick? You got RX.
Honestly, real list, okay? And this isn't just like gameplay. This is overall like the person
Overall.
they are,
Yes.
everything.
Just your favorite players. It doesn't have to be who you think is the best. Just
I
your
gotta be
favorite.
legit. It's RX, Mutant, and Gavin.
Wow,
Okay.
what
Oh,
a list!
What are you talking about,
What a
son?
list!
What about you, B-Trend? Who are your top 3 favorites?
Top 3 favorites?
Let me know what you mean.
Well,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
I don't want
about.
to put Japanese because that's easy. It's too easy. I'm gonna put Yuki. Then I'm gonna put Cruz. Oh, Cruz easy.
Cruz. Yeah, Cruz is fun.
easy. And then third one, it's close between Lance and couldn't be
Oh.
close to him. Maybe Sherwin or Lance. I think I'd take Lance over Sherwin though.
About the set.
Okay.
I'm here, son. Don't
But
worry.
no Japanese because
I'm here to talk to you about.
I would put SHO, Yakan, and
Leave that
Yakan.
alone.
All right. Well, my list is a little diverse, but I think you guys will agree. I'm gonna pick Chris G, who is obviously the best in America. I have Daigo because he's the beast, and I have Tenrin because who's better? Who's a better like Buki than Tenrin? You know what I'm saying? Like those three.
Radio
I
Fox.
would pick
Radio
in
Fox.
any SPL format.
I don't know,
Honestly-
man. I think
honestly,
Radio Fox.
I'm gonna say right now, if you're gonna say that Radio Fox is a better like movie than Tenrin, I lost all respect for Tenrin because Radio Fox is fucking garbage, son. That guy's fucking garbage. That guy's
No,
ass.
but real talk. That's just that's obviously not my list. I would say Tominaga, and Nioban from France, cause dude, fucking high level ass Makoto is hype as fuck, dude. And especially when they're like super gambling, like those two are, like they just go in and they just fucking assault you.
I'm playing Yuki right now. He got a double perk on me, son.
And I was gonna say Yuki, but I like SHO a little bit more because he's just super offensive, dude. Like he goes fucking in. Like I've seen several videos of sets of his where he just fucking goes ham on people, and it's fun to watch.
Always fun.
Yeah, so that's why I would say those 3 guys, just because they're fun to watch. It's hype whether they win or lose, because they go all in. And Moods,
Why?
who are your top 3 favorites, dog?
My top 3 favorite players?
Yeah,
Japanese American?
it doesn't matter.
Anybody.
Top 3 favorite.
Well, of course, Kuroda. Kuroda is the best player of all time.
So Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Kuroda plays Oro like a motherfucking god. And then I gotta say, Thanatos.
Thanatos?
Yeah.
Thanatos. Just because the way that he plays Tengu Stones is like an art, bro.
Yeah, it's sick. The guy is retarded good.
Yeah, and then I gotta say Lloyd, cause the way that Lloyd plays, yeah, I mean, call me retarded, but I'm gonna say that I like Lloyd more than Kale.
Really?
Yeah, Yeah, Lloyd does more studying than KO. I think that if Lloyd played KO, Lloyd would probably win. I think that he does more studying.
Wow,
Yeah, I do.
that is
Wow.
quite a
No,
claim.
no.
That is
Yeah, I
quite
do.
a claim. I don't even.
I do. I do. I think that win. I think that Lloyd does more studying than KO. I think that he's got a better understanding of the game. I do.
Let's frame it. Let's frame it this way. You watched Co-op Cup this year, right?
Of course I did.
So you saw KO perform in that tournament, especially in finals. You saw the way he performed, right?
Yeah, didn't he lose at the last second?
No, he won the tournament.
Oh shit.
So you want to say that, and he did so in pretty dominating fashion, with the exception of his match against Yuki, where Yuki perfected him one round.
Yeah,
Which
you
just
did
goes-
perfect it, didn't
Which
he?
just goes to show how godlike Yuki is. Except for that one round, he pretty much dominated that entire finals. Like it was him, clutching it out, and he did well. He did well prior to that too, but not as well. He had to rely a little bit on his teammates.
Wait, are we
especially
talking about
RX.
Co-op Cup finals?
No, we're just talking about Co-op Cup in general. Like
Oh, I was gonna
how-
say, 'cause
how
I
RX
zoned the fuck out. Yeah,
KO.
like KO, his big showing was definitely finals, but beforehand, RX
Yeah,
saved
he-
the team a lot.
Yeah,
And-
Yakun and RX were big players.
Yeah.
No, I gotta say, man, that's not the way that I look at it, Katie. The way that I look at it is, if I were to play those guys, what would they do to me? I can't imagine that they would like play against me like Lloyd does. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Okay,
I'm not a
that's
Lloyd
fine.
fanboy.
That's fine.
I'm not a Lloyd fanboy.
Moods is
Don't get me
confirmed
wrong.
Lloyd fanboy as well.
I just
Number
think
one
that
fan.
And Lloyd
I'm not a
is
Lloyd
number
fanboy. I
one.
just think that, if Lloyd, I don't know. I don't
Lloyd,
really
I would
know.
get that restraining order right about now, dog.
I don't really know what to say, but I feel like I don't know, man.
Lloyd is
What?
number one. His muscle.
His moves are number one.
I'm not
All right, that's
stupid.
fine.
I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? Like I know.
I mean, if
I know
that's your
who the
favorite,
best,
dude.
I know who the best players in the world are, but I can't imagine a
But if that's
lot
your
of people
favorite, that's
better
what I'm
than
saying.
Lloyd.
If that's your favorite, dude, then that's your favorite. You don't have to make any excuses for it. Those are your three
I'm just a Lloyd fanboy, man. I can't help it. I can't
Number
imagine
one.
a lot of people better
now
than Lloyd.
comes the fun part, boys, because now I want to talk about your three least favorite players.
Oh
And
god, you
I'm
guys
gonna
go
go
first.
last with you. I'm gonna go last with you, Moods, because I know you got a lot to say. Let's go with B-Tran. Who are your three least favorite players, B-Tran?
I'm probably one of them.
No, first one is easily Cameron Grimlock B. Easy. Like no
and why don't
contest.
you like Cameron Grimlock B?
Well, because like I've seen what he talks about, and then like he talks about Nebraska being the best scene. He
Cameron
talks about.
Grimlock is a fucking stupid fuck.
I mean, I understand that. Like you know, like
The guy's
I'm
a
not
fucking
giving.
idiot.
Like after
I
this, I don't want
would
to
throw
give.
punch him in a second, son. I
As the
would
person
throw punch
streaming
him
this,
in a
I just want to
second.
say that I do not support nor disclaim anybody's opinions about what's about to be spoken. Because I have
but
no
Cameron
feelings
Grimlock
towards
B
pretty much
is
anybody
easy.
in a bad way.
Is easy.
Whatever. You co-sign all of this shit, Nick.
I hate that attitude, son. Fucking niggers.
Oh my.
Oh, god damn it, Moods.
But
No.
who are you gonna say, B-Tran? So Cameron.
After that, who would be my next least favorite? And the next two are probably just going to be really silly reasons. They're definitely not as serious as.
I know you hate Sandy Bay, son.
No, I don't hate
Say it.
sandbags at all. No, I don't. I definitely do not hate sandbags at all. The next two,
Yeah, right.
I think my next could be EXO because he keeps talking about Sage mode being godlike. That's trash, bro. Sage mode is trash. All right, I need to
EXO.
tell him there.
But
I don't
friends
hate
with
it.
everybody. He's
No,
so,
I don't. No.
He's such a nice,
Don't.
friendly guy, B-Tran.
No. Hold up. The only reason I don't like EXO is because he
It's
talks
because
to
he used the
Sage
word
mode.
cognizant.
No, it's because I have literally no bad beef with EXO. I only don't like him because he keeps talking about
So what I'm
Sage
hearing
mode being
is
good.
B-Tran.
No, oh
statement.
my
Fuck
god,
EXO.
yo, no.
Damn, I didn't know I didn't know you felt that way, homie.
You know what? You want to keep talking for me? Is this not my list? All right.
Go on, sir. I'll let you go.
No,
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna be right back, son.
Okay.
All right.
You know, EXO for not easy, but it's just like cause he keeps talking Sage Mode is a big game and all that. Nah, that shit's free. Online free, offline free.
Free.
But no, I don't hate EXO at all. I just you know, I don't like him thinking Sage Mode is good when clearly my Super Saiyan God is better.
Okay. And
then
your third?
next is Gavin because his Makoto's trash. All right, Makoto sucks. I'm gonna tell him that. I tell him that all the time.
How bad does it suck, B-Trend?
It's worse than Lance's Makoto.
Ooh,
all right?
damn. Shots.
I want to let Lance know his Makoto sucks because I tell him every day.
So if you could pick up a runner-up, would it be Lance? Would it be his Makoto?
Lance's Makoto's trash. Yes.
All right. What about you, Nick?
EXO's Makoto. No, okay. The only reason I have EXO there is because his Makoto's trash. Right? I have Gavin there because his Makoto's trash. I have Lance there because his Makoto's trash.
So what I'm hearing is you love Makoto.
I love Makoto, but their Makoto sucks.
Okay. I can rock with that. What about you, Nick?
Holy fuck, boys.
I don't really have anybody that I don't like.
What?
I don't.
I don't.
There's no one that you're like,
list.
yo, this guy is a fucking moron, or this guy's a retard.
Nick, you hate me, bro. You talk so much shit to me.
What?
One of us be on that list, son.
Who wants to be on somebody's list? God damn it!
Well, as an Aura player, I would only hope. Damn, son, I need to.
Got no one. You got no one.
I just don't. Like, I don't truly hate anybody.
What
Like,
about
I
B-Trend?
Don't.
That
What
nigga
a
sucks.
pussy.
Oh, no.
B-Trend's
What
my
about
homie
Captain
now.
Hold that?
Well, yeah. What about CPT? Hold that.
If he was a real person, maybe.
So nobody.
Like,
You
legit,
don't- you don't-
nobody.
you don't
Like,
get
there's nobody that I don't. There's nobody that I legit dislike.
What a
Like,
soft ass motherfucker.
All y'all motherfuckers hate on North Carolina. I'm actually cool with all of them. They're nice to me in
I
person.
don't hate on
they're
North Carolina.
cool.
I like North Carolina.
You know who
They're
I'm
cool
talking
people.
about. Anyway,
Who am
people
I talking
hate on
about? I don't know.
EXO.
I
People
hate
hate
on
on North
North Carolina.
Carolina. People
Everyone
hate
loves
on
North
certain
Carolina.
shit. It's just, I'm just,
Go on and raise up.
I'm cool with everybody.
You're soft as fuck.
No, I'm just a nice guy, and people like me.
No. Is it my turn?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Go ahead, Moods.
Alright. First off. Oh,
Don't hurt yourself, Moods.
Alright. First off, I hate Wholesome Art. I think that's pretty damn obvious. Let me pour a fucking bottle of wine here. Hold on. Right? Got my music here. I've almost drank an entire fucking magnum of wine. Oh, there it is. I fucking finished the entire bottle. That's not a big deal. I don't give a fuck. Alright. Wholesome Art, number one. Because he's a fucking idiot. Let me tell you a fucking story about Wholesome Art, stream. If the stream's listening right now.
Go ahead. Enlighten us. Story time with Moods.
Wholesome Heart joined a room with me and Sandy Bags, and this motherfucker recorded the match and posted it to the server and somehow erased the names and made it so that he was the Hugo that was beating me.
Oh, wow.
That's a fucking Hugo that cares so much about his reputation that he's gonna fucking do that kind of shit. You gotta be a dumb fuck to fucking do that kind of shit. If you care that much about your reputation, you need to cut off your fucking umbilical cord, son. Because you got a fucking mother feeding you, son. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. I don't know why the fuck you would ever need that kind of fucking justification to try and make yourself out to be a decent fucking third strike player. You gotta be a fucking retard for that kind of shit. My second player? Fuck, I don't hate a lot of people.
What about Mr. Raging Demon Specialist himself, J.R. Rodriguez,
I
aka
no,
Pikachu
of course JR is up there. I gotta say, man, and I hate to say it. I hate to say it because it's one of my best homies. But I gotta say, my second pick is back to basics.
Ooh,
I
really?
gotta say, the way that you play fucking Chun-Li, son, is just disgusting. You gotta. I gotta say, man, I'm sorry, man. You know, I'm not. I love you, son. You're my homie, but the way that you're playing that character, bro, is just completely wrong. You gotta step your shit up, man. Um, that's not coming from a guy who doesn't like you personally. That's coming from a guy who doesn't like the way that you're playing your character. Big difference. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta step that shit up, son. That shit shouldn't be an option. Like, playing Chun-Li like that, man, ugh.
Okay.
My third?
Letting it all out. Yeah, 3.
I don't know, man. I might probably have to say Soul of Sanity. You guys know that guy?
Oh, the Dudley?
No, he's an Oro player.
Really? I thought he was a Dudley.
No, he's an Oro player.
And do you
He's
also
a
hate the way he plays his
online
character?
idiot, bro. He's an online idiot. So are my thoughts.
Is it just
Wholesome heart, back to basics, and fucking Soul of Sanity. It is what it is.
I can't.
That's what's up.
Dude's got the music.
Listen to this shit, boys.
What? Oh my god.
I'm slowly debating more and more whether I should mute moods or not, but it's too funny.
What? Nick?
I said I'm slowly debating more and more whether I should mute you.
Don't mute me, son.
I was gonna say, my 3 least favorite players are Biggie Smalls, cause I hate the way he plays.
You know what? He's on my list. I agree.
It's disgusting because it works.
I never had a problem with Biggie Smalls.
Here's my thing. All right, I feel like Biggie Smalls applies to the topic that we're gonna bring up in a minute.
Yeah. It's just a style that only works online, and it's disgusting. I hate the way he plays. I just hate the way he plays. He uses SA2 Ken, and it's literally just like lag throw or like lag mixed up off a throw. It's fucking terrible, and he jumps constantly. It's so bad. He jumps constantly.
He's an idiot.
The other player I was gonna say was Big Black. That guy there, and I feel bad for him now because.
How the fuck don't you like Big Black, son?
The more I've seen him talk, and the more I know about him, the sorrier I feel for that dude. Like, at one point I really didn't like him because he talked a lot of shit, but then I just realized he's a moron. So there's not a whole lot you can do about that. The guy's just a fucking idiot, and if you guys want to get a little taste of just how much an idiot he is, go to his Twitter.
Go to his Twitter, go to my Twitter, go to Low Tier God's Twitter. I fucked up and tweeted about how funny it was and then got involved in it. It was too much.
It's both sad and hilarious at the same time. It's like a tragic comedy, dude. It's fucking bad. But I don't want to like throw too much shade his way because I also love the fact that he blew the fuck up at me over some trolling that I did on the Boiler Room stream when Keo was over there, and he just lost his shit, dude. Like it was hilarious to me, and I love Saul, so I don't want to go in too hard on him because I do appreciate that he did that. That made me feel real happy inside. But yeah, he's a player I really don't like. And then the other player I don't like is EXO, and I want to say EXO for different reasons, Beach Trend.
EXO.
I don't like the way he talks.
I love EXO.
I don't like the way that he talks to players. It kind of seems like he's on the defensive all the time, even when he doesn't need to be, and that really seems off-putting to me. Like for someone who wants to be, you know, a face of the community and a pillar of the community and a tournament organizer, you would think you would be a little more personable with people than you currently are. And maybe that's just my experience, but I've seen him have several interactions now in the last few months with several different other players who aren't me, and it kind of seems like, you know, he has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder that I don't really think he needs to have, and I would hope that changes. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe he's set in his ways, but you know, I don't want to get too into it because there's a lot of details that I just don't feel like sharing. But I'm sure he'll hear this and he'll have something to say because he always has something to say, or he might not. Maybe he's used to it at this point. Maybe all the TFC talk has just worn him out and he's fucking done, and it's no surprise to him. He's like, oh yeah, of course.
He said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's the mode that he's at, but I would hope that he becomes a little more personable. Maybe not towards me, but towards other people. You know, because you're gonna be the TO of an event. Maybe you don't get into so many arguments. Like that's the thing. Like if people are constantly arguing with you, it kind of seems like you're argumentative. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the third player, and it's not a strong dislike for the other two guys, as much as it is for Biggie Smalls. I cannot stand Biggie Smalls, dude. That shit fucking ugh. I like every time I play him, I feel like I need to take like 3 baths. It's just fucking bad. Yo, let me see what chat is saying.
A lot. When people argue with you, you seem argumentative.
No, yeah. When people are constantly arguing with you all the time, you seem like an argumentative person. Like all I ever see EXO do is argue with people, man. And it's like, dude, why are you constantly in an argument with someone? Like, what is going on?
And then he speaks for other people.
Yeah, there's that too.
I'm not gonna go into it. That's you can handle
I
that.
don't know, man. Fuck all you niggers.
Stop it! You're too white for this,
I'm in
man.
teacher mode.
I'm about to go to the store and buy a fucking pack of
I'll play
smokes,
Big
son.
Black in the first to 10, but his internet is fucking god awful. His shit
Yeah.
is terrible.
I couldn't.
Nick
Nah,
can attest to that.
me and Big Black versus 10, that's fucking free.
Nick can attest to that. Ben can attest to that. Like they're in the same state. He still fucking lags. Like his shit is bad.
Big Black is fucking free.
And I also don't think Big Black is nearly as good as he thinks he is. That dude came into fucking Ben's stream once and
He's not.
fucking bragged like it was the greatest accomplishment he's ever had, that he went to Boiler Room and beat Pyro in a match. And I was like, dude, that's one match.
Bro, I got
I don't
messages
know
on
how-
Xbox Live from like a year or two ago when I first played him, and he sent me messages talking about how he was tearing up and crying because he sucked so bad.
Yeah, and I've heard from several people that, you know, he's broken his stick or taken his frustration out on his stick over online matches. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? It's online.
Yo, Nick, when I hear you talk, all I hear is dire docs, son.
What?
What?
All I hear is music, son. Yo, you guys. Oh.
Big Black only beat Low Tier God. Yo, I would love to see Low Tier God versus Big Black in the first to 10. I think that would be hella interesting. I would watch
All I
that.
hear is dire docs, son. Calm waters, son.
Dire Dogs.
Dire docs, son.
Serious
Oh,
question
shit.
for Moods. Mutant has a question for you, Moods.
What?
Let's see what he says. Do you have any friends who are black?
I do actually. One of my best friends, Dalvin Moore, he's half black. He's he, well, he's half black. You know what I mean? Like, he knows that he's half black. But he loves it. He loves it. He really does. He embraces it. He embraces it. What do you want me to tell you? I mean, like, my buddy. That's just one of my friends. You know what I mean?
Oh, just half. That explains.
Oh, whatever, man. Fuck me. You guys are trying to make me out to seem like a racist.
He's a halfling, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Well, we can't escape that topic nearly fast enough. So let's go on to the next one, which is our last topic of the night.
Thank
A
God.
friend of mine from a local scene was talking to me about trying to improve, and he's a good guy. He's probably
Was that Haas, that fucking faggot?
no. He's a necro player that uses slam dance and refuses to admit that slam dance is ass.
What a useless fuck.
That shit is ass. But his whole theory on why he uses it, or his whole idea on why he uses it, is he wants to prove that he can win using it, which is, in my opinion, pretty retarded, because you're already going into a scene or a situation where there's so much adversity against you with people who have played the game for years and years and years and have tournament experience in it, and they know all this tech,
Fucking
all this
Jesus,
tech and shit,
dude.
and you decide, well, what the fuck?
Unmuted moods.
Yeah, so this dude basically wants to refuse like advice, and he wants people to basically allow him to play the way that he wants to play, which has not gotten him any success. Like, he loses to pretty much everyone, even people who don't play the game, and it's
Is that Mario?
it's
Like,
kind
are you
of
playing
it's kind
Mario
of frustrating for
64
a
right
dude
now?
to be that. Huh?
Nothing. Just go on.
I was saying it's kind of frustrating for a dude to be this passionate about a game that he wants to get good at, but then refuse the advice. So it's like I don't understand where that mentality comes from, and I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinions on that.
So, players that just won't listen to blatantly obvious good advice or guidelines, I guess.
Where you're getting banned?
Am I
Wait.
unmuting moods now?
Wait, what?
Wait, Nick, you're getting banned?
That's my opinion, son.
What happened, Nick?
I muted moods, but now I unmuted him. Keep talking.
Okay.
Fuck you, Nick.
You're unmuted. Shut up. Stop playing music and shit.
You're playing Mario 64. You better let him.
Fucking idiot.
So what do you guys think you can tell a guy like that who's refusing advice but also wants to improve?
That's
You want people to-
sounds got
you know
to
what I'm-
Nick. Me, the guy that doesn't want to improve but just wants to take the easy way out. That sounds like Nick to me. The guy that just wants, unblockables. It's not as simple as that, son.
You're saying he
Never
wants to
is.
crouch in the corner and wait for his down back or headbutt or his back throw?
It's never as simple as that, son. It never is. You gotta work for that shit, nigga. Fucking Rick. You fucking nigger.
Oh my god.
What?
So, what would you tell him, B-Tran? Like, what would be your advice to him?
Well, do you actually want to play the game, or do you just want to do something else, or you want to have fun?
B-Train just want to play Tekken, son.
See,
This
I
is the
want-
worst fucking person that you want to fucking take amends from. This idiot.
So basically, is it? Do you want to win, or do you want
No.
to?
Do you want to play the game? Do you want to play the game, or you want to go?
This idiot just wanted to play fucking Devil Jin, son. Fucking Tekken 4. That's all this one a retard want to play. Fucking stupid fuck. Hey, Vessels. Fuck you saying, son? Fucking retard. Yeah. Fucking dumb prick.
That was me.
So
If you had any confidence in yourself at all, you would answer that shit in 2 seconds, son.
All right, Moods, do you have a
Jesus
comment on the
Christ.
topic?
What the fuck is there to comment?
wait, what?
Oh shit.
Slowly breaks down before our eyes. It's great.
Okay, so the idea that I had for this was basically I want him to understand that if people are giving you advice, it's to help you out. It's not to restrict you. It's not to give you like false ideas or
Whatever,
make
man.
you play a
That's
certain way.
bullshit. Everybody give you fucking advice. They give you advice because they fucking feel sorry for you. That's the only reason they're giving you fucking advice. Colin.
Well, it's that, but it's also like you want people to improve so that way you have good people to play against, right, Moods? Like if you're just playing fucking scrubs all day, you're gonna be bored. You want people to level up. You want people to level up so that way you can level up. Because if you're just playing scrubs all day, how are you gonna fucking level up?
I guess, but when you want to compare that shit to fucking people like Colin, I don't know. I guess, but it's like even people like Colin is like, you gotta hit that button at the right time, son.
What button? What are you talking
You gotta hit that button at the
I don't
right
know,
time.
man. You just gotta adjust the spacing and figure it out, man.
Oh yeah, that's all it is, bro. You just adjust the
Don't be
spacing.
a fucking pussy, son.
All you gotta do is set your GGPO delay to 1, and that's it.
Don't be a fucking pussy, son.
You gotta adjust the spacing.
Oh, the other thing I was gonna mention too. Did you guys see the results of that straw poll that we had last time?
No, what
What?
happened?
So Tenrin and Moods were tied for Player of the Month. I think they
What?
both got like 4.
Not red, bro.
So I want to ask the chat one more time. Who do you guys think? I'll let you guys be the tiebreaker. Who do you guys think deserves the Player of the Month for last month? Is it
Colin's a
Moods
fucking idiot.
or is it Tenrin?
Stream delay is gonna be fun.
Cameron's got that brain dead style, son.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm waiting on chat. Chat, you gotta help me out. Moods and Ten. We gotta vote for Tenrin and Moods. God damn it. You guys gotta be the tiebreaker.
Got another Moods.
Okay.
So 2-1 right now.
I honestly
Ten
think
red,
I would
10 red.
beat him.
It's 2-2.
I honestly think I would beat Cameron.
Is this the year of terrible election? Yo,
Oh.
Josh with the best comments of the night.
I honestly think I would fucking destroy Cameron, son. Cameron wouldn't stand a fucking chance.
Moods is tucking that shit, bro.
Well, no, Cameron's a fucking online shit. I got that real Lubuki experience, son. This only has fucking.
So I guess Shotokan or Colin is voting for you, Moods. So that's 3 for Moods. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there because I don't want it to get tied again. So we're gonna let Moods have it. Moods, you are the player of the month. How's it feel, bro?
It feels good, son.
Are you on top of the world?
Like, I feel like Cameron's a fucking retard, and I'm gonna take that shit out without a doubt. And as far as everything else is concerned, you know what I
Is
mean?
Tenrin black? Tenrin is Asian.
Raise that hand, son. Raise that hand, son.
Oh,
That's what
yo,
it's down to.
Kenny with that.
What do you mean? It comes down to Pikmin, son.
Yo, Moods. Kenny said, real Ibuki experience? He goes, you can't play on stick, Moods. I'm sorry.
Cameron's fucking free. Does he think that just because pad makes me free?
Yes.
You're gonna feel
Yes.
Fucking sticks or pads, son.
Well, I I think with that we should go ahead and close the stream. If any of you guys have any questions, tweet them at us. Please also visit the Teespring store, which I'll link in the chat there. Evil winner. Kenny versus Moods next shelter. Yo, Moods wants to run sets with everybody, dog.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I do. I do.
We'll get to him. We'll get to the set.
I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy. I want to run with everybody.
I respect it, man. We'll get to those sets, but we gotta we gotta save some
I'm
shit.
not a bitch.
You can't blow your wad all in one go. You gotta save that shit up, son.
I'm just not a bitch.
Can we get the top 10 XBL players list? Oh, sure, go for it, dog.
I think that should be a community vote.
Well, nah, fuck that. Well, everyone will put their list out there, and we'll tally up how many names show up, and then we'll do that.
We're gonna show the Moods video again right before we go out.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll let Moods play us out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been interesting to say the least. We want to thank Moods for coming on the show, and hopefully it's not too long before the next show. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by.
Next season.
I'm probably gonna take a small break and then I'll probably start streaming in a little bit. So
All right, cool.
if y'all want to check it out, check it out. All right. Here's the video for you guys that missed it. Where we at? There we go. Alright, yet again, thank you guys. Hopefully y'all can check us out soon. Very soon. No sound? Aw, come on. Let's see. Where's my audio? Nope. And... shit just wants to keep playing and shit. We'll do this. There you go.
I'm feeling on top of the world, boys. I'll take out anybody. I'm repping Canada. I got a whole country behind me, motherfuckers. Fucking free, son. Canada has the best players in the world. Fuck Japan. Fuck America. Y'all are fucking free, son. Let's go. First to 10 me, bitches. Let's fucking go.
Alright. Think that